This is London with MarketHedge. Paying attention to Bitcoin, we've got the descending wedge, typically a bullish feature on the daily chart. Now, bulls have hidden from that level of resistance and have refused to pop to the upside. Right now, I've got another look at a potential pattern for a bearish play here as we look at the potential for a left shoulder, for a head formation, if and to the extent that the bulls can come forward and do formulate some sort of a right shoulder and then surrender this line at $100,000, it really would be one of the better head and shoulders that we've seen in a while on the Bitcoin chart. So that would give us another more pronounced and just say a valid downside target to the extent that we could get down to that 78K. If you're looking for cheap Bitcoin, that would be the way to go. It would be to hope essentially that the bears are going to force the bulls down into a surrender past the $100,000 mark after building out hopefully a little bit more of a right shoulder. That's the bear play. Now, the bull play. What's the bull play? I've got my targets to the upside and positions to match in terms of longs, but always, guys, I've got a lot of scheduled in heavier exposure to the downside to cover any upside positions and any losses thereon. This is London, former hedge fund owner. Hope you guys are doing well. Looking at a top side play, I really like this line. Until we surrender and give up the $100,000, this is my line to try and hit. You guys know I normally scope these out, and to the extent that we are compromised by a clear bear flag, I will just let the bears know that I'm just not huge on shorting Bitcoin. I'll take out a hedge position here and there, no problem. In terms of covering upside exposure, I don't mind hedging into a short, locking in some profits, but I'm just not typically going to be the bear in the room. I'm very much a bull. So to the extent that we have a bear flag, a move to the downside, the specific upward sloping channel, and would repeat that preceding flagpole, that's of the most concern right now to the bulls as we look at this. And the bulls will point out, yeah, but you don't have a clear flag here. You've kind of got a disruptive lead in with almost a flat bottom here, implying that we may have a different type of structure ongoing rather than just a bear flag. So like we like clean bull flags, I would argue to the bears, it's like a cleaner, or at least a little bit of a cleaner bear flag here in the play, or in the mix. But to the extent that this would give you some downside expectations, that 96,314 would be your critical marker, and I will pick up along the way down. In terms of the master chart to show you, this is a level of support on the weekly and a level of resistance on the weekly. I really want you guys to draw this line and make sure that you're prepared for interaction along this blue line. In and around that zone, it's going to be 100,000. Could be a little lower if we get there quicker, but that 98, 99, 100,000 should be full of some good agitation, some good consolidation, and just a little bit of volatility in the mix. I'm surprised, guys, I'll be surprised if we don't get a better hit from this preceding demand to the left. I just will be surprised if we just have a complete surrender at this preceding demand zone with this nice pivot to the left. I'd be surprised. So Bitcoin has surprised us in the past. You may do it again. We've been in an uptrend for over 3 years. It's been a nice run. All good things must come to an end. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we've got a demand zone to the left. We have a primary trend line here. So bulls, let's get focused and let's get our act together. In terms of the Bollinger Bands, let's dive in really quickly on the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hourly. We can discuss the specific lower standard deviation has interacted well yet again with a return to that 20 moving average. Will we get a repeat hit? I'll participate at this lower level if I can catch it. Just a few nice knocks in around the lower upper standard deviation. And looking at the daily, we were a little shy of that hit back on the 20 moving average. It did bend down a bit to give us the satisfaction there in terms of a typical target. It's going to be our mid-level function with the top level going to be that top level standard deviation. I've got an interest on the weekly. You guys know that. In terms of this pickup, lower standard deviation, please backtest your chart of the Bollinger Bands. You'll just see they've been really nice pickup areas. Not always easy. This was not an easy pickup here, right? But sometimes very easy. As you look back, you're going to have to go back a number of years to really find it just completely break through and just carry and ride the lower standard deviation. That was a while back, guys. We were going from 33,000 down to like 15, what was that, 17,000? So more recently, we've seen it really act as a nice springboard. So we're in the springboard zone. I'm just going to say that as a matter of fact, based on the back testing. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead and back test it. Look at this lower standard deviation on the weekly. And yeah, my target right now is 113,640. And I'll stay tough with the grit in the market. Bears, try and come get me. Let's roll. I've got heavy cash reserves willing to and ready to compound in at lower levels. And I have reminded you guys to continue to look at your specific Fibonacci retracements, right? Look at that 50 percentiles, what we're just about on right now, about the 99,500 to the 100,000 zone in this immediate intermediary level. The golden pocket's going to be at that 90, call it the 94,000. 786 going to be about the 85,000. So we've got some pretty easy levels here. 85,000, about 95,000, 100,000. These are nice figures we can work with. Call the bottom one 75,000, 74 to 75,000 if you'd like to. But we've got some, if you're looking at 75, 85, in and around that 100,000. 90, really 93, 95. We're going to be at some almost a near psychological level at every one of these, which is, I think, a bit helpful for the markets. Again, before we surrender this 100,000, just don't call me a bear. That's going to be where I'm at. Got the upside interest, and I'd like to see the bulls pull something out before the end of this week. This is London with MarketHedge. If you guys have any interest in Tau, BitTensor, I want to let you guys know. It's recently been added to BTCC. I want to appreciate the guys at BTCC for everything they do. Great trading partners. And in terms of Tau, BitTensor, I'd like to get some input from you guys. Do you trade AI coins? Do you trade Tau? Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section if you guys do trade Tau. And I'll ask one more quick question at the end. Did anyone pick up on that gold trade that I brought you guys a while back? It was that 4-hourly low RSI. I got some scheduled trades in. It's a heck of a trade now. It's really performed well. So to the extent that you picked up on gold the day that I brought it, congratulations, because that looks like a performing asset. Do we agree? This is your pickup, 4-hourly low RSI. And a nice run to that upside. Congrats to anyone who participated with me. I've still got an ongoing long in gold. This is London with MarketHedge. Hope you guys are doing well. Bulls need to pull out of this trap in terms of what the bears have just really forced you into, and the inability to break this line of resistance. If we get some downside action through here and get choppy, I'll be picking up at that apex point and below, most certainly for a value recoup to that specific target apex, which we see quite a bit anytime that a descending triangle or descending wedge does not perform well. We do like to see it recoup to that specific target apex. So, guys, it's Thursday. We don't have much time left in the week. Let's get rocking and rolling. If you're trading altcoins, congratulations. A little bit more volatility than Bitcoin. And to the extent that we've got some additional downside, I'll just say don't be all in. But, guys, be all in. Let's say in the bank account, but be all in with the attitude and with what you're bringing to the trade game and the experience you're trying to build. We appreciate all your time. This is London with MarketHedge. Let's go get them. 2 days left in the trade week. And I'll be here with you and bring you any trade update that we get into. If we can get a little bit more value drop, I'll certainly be bringing you an update. And guys in the back, continue to update me. Luke, please let me know what you're trading. I appreciate to know that. And J-Mac, nice to see your trades. Daniel, nice to see your trades as well. Big shout out, guys, to all the VIP. This is London with MarketHedge.